what do we have here? I'm finally getting back into doing these narrations. I feel like I could do a good job at it now. Like before, I was just like, "What's up, guys? We got a battle here." I'm not gonna be like that, or not gonna try to be like that. This one's against Jackie Chun Paul because I hadn't battled him before, and I've heard all kinds of good things about him, and I challenged him one day, and we haven't played a lot since. We haven't talked a lot since. Um, Probably should because this was a really good match, and I really enjoyed the experience of playing him. Looking at our teams, this is the same old OU team I've been using in battles previous to those music videos. If you want to go watch those. Anyways, I've got my standard glue score lead, which really sucks because it always gets wrecked by something or has to switch out or whatever. I'm kind of fearing Ice Beam, but I don't think he'll go for that right off the bat. Um, yeah, he just goes for Psychic. Doesn't really do a lot because it's an Uxie. It's defensive, and I get my rocks up for free, so that's really nice. Now I'm thinking maybe he doesn't have Ice Beam, so I'm just gonna go for a Toxic. And it turns out he got a Lumberry, so that's a waste of a turn. And he gets up his rocks. I guess expects me to switch out because I did get that Spec D drop, and it's not really good to stay in when you've got a guy with no special defense investment and a special defense drop. Now I'm fearing another Psychic, so I'm going to go to Bronzong to times 4 resist. And now I see that he has U-turns, so I know that he's going to be U-turn happy just from watching his videos. I know he likes U-turn. He likes getting that initiative. So I'm going to go for Hypnosis, and it misses. No matter, because I want to get something to sleep at least, and that U-turn didn't really hurt me a whole lot since this Bronzong is mostly physical, but it didn't really hurt a whole lot. So I'm thinking maybe he's scarfed. I don't know. I go for another Hypnosis, misses again, no big deal. He stays in, so that tells me he probably wants this Uxie asleep. So I'm going to Toxic it just because I can. But now I'm going to have to switch out. So I go to Empoleon, my other Steel type, to resist another Psychic. He goes for Thunder Wave, switches things up, which is a good play. It doesn't really matter too much because this Empoleon isn't really meant to attack. It's kind of meant to be like my special wall, but can still kind of deal some kind of damage. And it has Feather Dance, so I'm expecting the Sizer to come back in here. So I go for the Feather Dance right off the bat. I'm expecting him to U-turn out. He does, and he goes into Quagsire, and that really threw me off. I guess he was trying to go for an Earthquake or something. I'm not really too afraid of Earth Power because this Empoleon does have a lot of special defense investment, and now I don't really know what I'm expecting him to do. So I'm just going to switch out into my Machamp. He does go back into Sizer. And although this Machamp is mostly it is max HP, it's meant to get a few bulk ups up before it really does anything. So I'm gonna go to Gliscor because it is the ultimate Sizer counter, except for Zapdos. And I don't really know what I want to do now. I could Earthquake. I could do a lot of things. I'm staring at a Dragonite, so I don't really want to take a Draco Meteor in case it's that really common mixed wall breaker. But I'm thinking, well, if he sets up a DD, I'm kind of screwed. So I'm just going to stay in and go for a Toxic on it so that it can't sit in here all day. He does have Draco Meteor. That sucks, but, I needed the information. So now I have options. I see these Life Orb, he's the Mixed Wall Breaker, so I'm going to go into something faster than it, guaranteed. My Scarfed Porygon Z, and I'm going to get a really powerful hit off on something. I don't care what. Something is getting hit with an Adaptability, Modest, 405 Special Attack, Tri-Attack. So it's going to wreck anything except a Ghost, of course, and look at what that did. That's a defensive Uxie, and it nearly one-hit KO'd it. So that's really nice. And a second one finishes it off. I guess he was just using it as fodder. Now, I don't want to take a Superpower or a Bullet Punch, but because he's been so U-turn happy all game long, I want to stay in here and hit him with a Tri-Attack. If I lose my PZ, the big whoop, I have other things I can deal with his stuff with. So I stay in and go for the Tri-Attack, and he does go for a U-turn, and that really saved the day for me because he doesn't get to kill me, and now I'm in the driver's seat. He goes into Dragonite, and I know he's going to be packing E-Speed, so I've got to go to something to resist that. I just go to Pingu here, the Empoleon. I take the E-Speed, but I'm not going to be able to take the Superpower. I could go into Gliscor, but I don't really want him Draco Meet. Well, Gliscor is dead. Never mind. I could go into Machamp, but Machamp can't take a superpower either. Empoleon's just my best fodder. So he is -1 attack and defense. So I'm gonna take this opportunity, and he can't switch out. Otherwise, he's gonna die to Stealth Rocks on the way back in. And if he doesn't die of stealth rocks, he's only gonna get one more shot. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to just set up on him all day long. I'm gonna go to Machamp. I'm going to be able to take an extreme speed because he's thinking like I'm gonna kill him right here, but no, that's not the case. I'm gonna go for a bulk up right off the bat. That gets me plus one, you know, the deal. And I know I'm max specially defensive, so I know I can take a Draco Meteor. This guy has literally zero attack investment. It's purely HP and special defense. I take that Draco Meteor like a bouse, and I just went for rest because I knew the Draco Meteor was coming once he saw me start setting up. I'm Arresto Chesto set. I don't pack Bullet Punch. It really sucks. I've got Dynamic Punch and Stone Edge. So I'm gonna have to take one more hit, but he is -2 specially and -1 physically. So I should be okay. And I am. I take about a quarter damage. Unfortunately, I don't get lefties, and I knew he was gonna kill himself, so I just went for another bulk up. So here I am, sitting at +2, looking something fierce, and in comes Quagsire. I think the thing is, does that have, no, it has water absorb. I'm thinking of unaware, and that's something totally different anyways. Stupid 5th gen. So I hit it with dynamic punch, almost one hit KO it. I'm actually really impressed because those things are really defensive. I do get lucky with the confusion hacks there, but then again, that's why you use dynamic punch. That's what it's for. And in comes the Heatran. I know that thing doesn't want to take dynamic punch either. He's just going to hit me with a Fire Blast, and I think he actually gets a burn on me, which kind of stinks, but, you know, it just makes up for the Quagsire, because he said he went for Toxic with Quagsire, so if he hadn't gotten confused, then I would have been statused anyways, and I would have died to some kind of status hurting me, so I think that's fair in the end. Deep Punch +2 is obviously going to take it out. Actually, not +2 anymore, I'm neutral, and the burn is going to take me out, so now he's got 2 guys left. One of them is an almost dead Sizer, or it is now a dead Sizer. I guess he thought he could live the rocks coming in, but he just barely died, I'm guessing. And now his last is a Jirachi. I'm really kicking myself right now because I don't really have a whole lot that can kill this thing. I can't Toxic it, I can't really do a lot. I'm going to trick it my Iron Ball just to slow it down in case it wants to be Scarfed, but then I see he uses Wish, and I know that this thing's just going to be as annoying as all hell to kill. So I go for Hypnosis, and I am 0 for 3 on Hypnosis in this game. Are you serious? That really stinks. So now I've got to just blow up on this thing and, you know, get something else in there. I do finally land Hypnosis. I'm just going to blow up this turn, and I think I'm going to go to my own Dragonite, because I think I have Fire Punch. Yeah, I'm going to blow up just to get as much damage on there as possible. Like, this thing can't really do a whole lot from here on out. It's not going to do a lot to a Jirachi. It is resisted. And, yeah, I'm sitting in here, like, wondering how the hell am I going to kill this thing. So I do go into Dragonite here. I'm going to go for a Flamethrower, because this Dragonite is kind of a weird mix set. And I am going to get lucky and get a crit here. I knew he was +1 special defense, and I'm going to get a lucky crit, finish the game off. I think I had it anyways. There wasn't really a whole... He could have set up +6, and that would have been scary, but I think I would have been able to handle it in the end. So it's a great game, Paul. Really enjoyed playing you. And I really enjoyed getting back into this narration thing. Yeah, you gotta do them once in a while. I'm definitely going to be doing music videos once in a while, so if you don't really like those, you don't have to watch them. But, you know, I'm not really sure why you're forced to watch them. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm sorry for all the controversy I may or may not have started yesterday. A lot of people have been talking to me, and that's really cool, really helping me get settled down. Anyways, I will talk to you all later. See you.